Good morning, everybody, and welcome to episode 205 of the Ask the Coach show, where PingSkills helps you improve your table tennis. 205 is a lucky number, and it's going to be lucky for someone today who'll win a yearly PingSkills premium membership. We'll also announce the other 4 winners of our monthly premium membership. And we've got a big show lined up where we'll be discussing the ITTF World Tour Grand Finals. And for Technique Tuesday, we'll talk about moving out wide. In the questions, we discuss staying relaxed whilst moving and playing with better players. I'm Jeff Plum, and as always, Super Coach Alois Rosario is here with me to answer your questions. Welcome, Alois.
Thanks, Jeff. And looking forward to a big show, exciting show with the winner being announced. I wonder who it's going to be.
Ooh, yeah, very exciting indeed. You know what, Alois? I think we should just jump into yesterday's PingSkills question of the day so we can find out the winner. So yesterday's PingSkills question of the day was, how can the ITTF improve the Star Awards for next year? And just a reminder, we've asked 5 questions last week, and the winner of every one of those gets at least a monthly, and the best overall gets a yearly, Alois. So do we have much of a response to the Star Awards, improving them, and who's the winner for that question?
Yeah, a few responses. We had Shay said have more awards like the best and fairest, etc. I think they've already got that best and fairest one. Howard Watson said do not play. He does not play in any ITTF tournaments. He's told the only way you can join the ITTF is by playing in their tournaments. Is it true? Yes. Well, you can still join their site and like their Facebook page and all that sort of thing there, Howard. And then on the blog, Dieter makes a good point. I like Dieter's point. I dislike awards in any sport. The only real award is winning a competition. The only meaningful ceremony would be the one celebrating the winner of the World Tour. All the rest is favoritism, hype, or some kind of positive discrimination. Yeah, I like your thinking, Dieter, but it's not really improving our awards, is it? But I do like your thoughts. Nigel said, publicize the event and voting better. It was only through this show that I became aware of its existence, and also a breakdown of the public versus ITTF votes would be interesting to see a more transparent view. So so some good thoughts there. But today's winner is Eugene, who said make the trophy out of diamonds. What a great idea! Everyone would want to win that.
Oh, wouldn't they? Yes. Well done, Eugene. I like some of those other thoughts, Alois, but Dieter and Nigel had already been previous winners of some of the other questions.
Yes.
Yes. All right, Alois. Well, that's pretty exciting. So do we have a list now of the 5 monthly winners?
We do. So the 5 monthly winners were Dieter for the first day. Then there was Marcin, Nigel, Thad, and now Eugene joins the list. So
Congratulations, Eugene. All right, now, Alois, it's time to announce the overall winner. Who's going to get the yearly PingSkills Premium membership for the best answer over the time?
And I really think that Dieter on the first day is the winner.
Woohoo!
Yeah, exactly. Well done, Dieter, because he responded to how to make this show better, and he said that, not how to make this show better. It was his question was, what was the highlight of the 200 shows? And nominating when Brocky beat the tall guy was definitely for me the highlight of the shows. And also he said when I tried to pronounce Neutink, I don't think I have it right yet. So
there, Alois.
Yeah, so Dieter, congratulations, a yearly membership to PingSkills.
Excellent. All right, we'll set those up over the next couple of days and email out all the winners. So look out over the next couple of days for an email from me. Congratulations, everyone, and in particular, Dieter. All right, Alois. While we're asking questions, let's just do today's PingSkills question of the day, which is,
I reckon, Jeffrey. Yep, I think we should go to the ITTF, the World Tour finals first because
Okay, because you don't want to give anything away. All right, let's do that then. All right, let's talk about the ITTF World Tour Grand Finals, which are on over the weekend, Alois. Now, this is the culmination of the World Tour. You have to qualify to get into the finals. So it really is, the pinnacle of the World Tour. Tell us a bit about this, about the Grand Finals.
Yeah, so this year it was a bit better than last year. Last year, a lot of the Chinese players didn't qualify themselves for the World Tour Grand Finals, which was a little bit of a letdown, I think, for me. But this year, the top players all played enough tournaments and qualified, and it really did set up a magnificent tournament. The seedings were a little bit all over the place because they went on the number of points that you got during the year. So not necessarily on the world rankings, but in the end, cream rises to the top. And in the women's event, Ding Ning back on top again, winning the final against Chen Meng 4-2. Chen Meng took out Lu Shiwen in the quarterfinal. So those two met up in the quarters, pretty early for those two players to meet up. But Chen Meng beating Lu Shiwen 4-1, and Lu Shiwen, a great year and winning the ITTF Star Award for the year as well. But in the end, Ding Ning coming through in her semi, she beat Zhu Yuling. Not an easy road through. She beat Zhu Yuling 4-1, and before that, been Han Ying from Germany as well 4-2. So. Struggled her way through, but winning the title and did really well. What a great event for her. And I think giving herself a little bit more confidence again. The last few months has been a little bit lean for her. So Ding Ning asserting her authority once again. Good to see a lefty up there. And in the men's. What can we say? Ma Long once again takes out another title and now goes past Wang Liqin as the person that's won the most World Tour events. So he's now on four wins in the World Tour Grand Final. So Ma Long, wow, just caps off such a magnificent year for him. But he on the way. So first round has to front up against Freitas, beats him 4-1. Second round has to front up against Ovcharov, winning 4-0. Then the semi-final, his old foe, Zhang Zique, winning 4-2. So, went up 2-0. Zhang Zique got back up to 2-all, but then Ma Long closed it out 11-7, 11-8 to take the semi-final. And the final, what a final it was. So he fronts up against Fan Zhendong, who took out Zhu Xin in the semi-final. And you know what? Fan Zhendong had his opportunities. So Ma Long took the first two, 12-10, 12-10, really close. Ma Long, the third. Fan Zhendong takes the third, 13-11. So, those first three games all going to deuce. And then Fan Zhendong taking the next two games as well, 11-7, 11-7. So he's up 3-2. He had a lead in the sixth game. He was up 4-1. Ma Long takes a timeout at that stage. He was looking a little bit, tired, a little bit low. But Ma Long down 4-1, takes the sixth game. But then again in the seventh set, Fan Zhendong, he was up 3 or 4 points in the seventh set. I think he was up 6-2, and then 6-3, takes a timeout. So Fan Zhendong took a timeout, and Ma Long comes out after Fan Zhendong's timeout and takes the next 7 points to go up 10-6. So, Ma Long's so strong. But then, Fan Zhendong still came back, got up to 9, and a huge point at 10-9. But Ma Long again, the winner. So, really good event. And Ma Long just staying ahead, but really a fitting winner for the World Tour Grand Finals because he's had such a magnificent year.
Yes, what an impressive year from Ma Long. Now, do you think, and maybe we can talk about this a bit tomorrow when we answer the PingSkills question of the day, Alois, but, Fan Zhendong, is he technically there and it just needs to work on the mental side to match Ma Long?
Yeah, I think when you have leads like that in both the sixth and the seventh sets, and have the chance to close out, technically, physically, you're there. I mean, it's just a matter of can you be strong enough? So yeah, he's getting pretty close, but.
Okay, excellent. Now, Alois, I think now we can move on to the PingSkillers question of the day, and this is why you wanted to leave it. It is, can Fan Zhendong close the gap on Ma Long by the Rio Olympics? So, jump onto our Facebook page or onto the blog to let us know, do you think Fan Zhendong can close the gap on Ma Long? Love to hear your thoughts. All right, Alois. Now I think let's move on to, because it's Tuesday, Technique Tuesday, and today we want to talk about moving out wide. What do we need to know about this technique-wise?
Yes, so moving out wide's an area that a lot of people get a little bit tied up and struggle with. So when we're moving in table tennis, basically we're moving sideways as much as we possibly can. So we've got a nice side jumping going on so that we're always facing towards the table. But there is one situation when we can break out of that, and that is if the ball is really wide. So if the ball's really wide out on your forehand side, sometimes you just haven't got enough speed to be able to jump across sideways and reach that ball. So what you need to do is basically you're breaking out into a run. So instead of the sides shuffle, you're going to drag your left leg across. So here you're going to drag your left leg across and then basically run to get the ball. So you'll see the better players do this really well, and they really kick their left leg up and over to make that first giant step to get enough power to reach that ball. And as they make that first running step, they're also getting prepared and then making that ball from out wide. So it's
okay, yeah. So is that shot? So as you make that first big step, you play the shot, or do you take more steps?
Yeah, it's usually with that first big step you can reach it, but yeah, if you can reach it with that first step, you usually do. So it's really that first big running step that gets you enough speed and distance to reach that ball. So you're here, and basically you take a big step there, and then you're out there prepared and make that forehand shot. It's called the running footwork. So yeah, or the crossover footwork.
Excellent. Now it does sound a little tricky because with the forehand you got to twist, and you kind of, for a right-hander, you're kind of twisting to your left, but because you're crossing over, that twisting is a little bit more difficult.
It is.
But I guess that's just practice.
Yeah, it's a real coordination thing as well, because yes, as you're taking that big step, you're twisting and getting in position, and then making your forehand. I remember very, very clearly when I was 16 years old. I trained in Japan at Senbongi High School there for a couple of months, and I think in that 2 months I probably practiced my crossover footwork every single day. So they had me doing that crossover footwork, and boy, it was tough. But yeah, I practiced that, and just to get that coordination. And I remember the other players, who I got on with really well, really giving me a good ribbing, because I just wasn't getting it for the first week or two.
There you go. But it goes to show, dedication, determination, and practice, and you can overcome these obstacles.
Absolutely, yes. But yeah, so have a look at that lesson that we've got. It's a premium lesson, but yeah, so it's something that you can just get the feel of and see if you can get that crossover footwork Right.
And so just quickly, Alois, what is a good way to practice that?
Yep. So the Falkenberg footwork's good. So Falkenberg footwork is where you do a backhand from the backhand side, then you pivot and play a forehand from the backhand corner, and then get your partner to block that next one really wide and fast out to you on the other side. Or you can do it with multi-ball. So do the Falkenberg drill with multi-ball, and that helps you to get that next ball out wide a little bit quicker. So 1, 2, and then get them to feed that third ball wide and fast out to you to try and get that third ball.
Excellent. All right. So, yeah, everybody, see if you can have a think about this wide footwork, moving out wide, and practice the running forehand footwork. All right, Alois, we can't go on any longer without talking about this day in history.
Oh, how did we forget, Jeffrey?
We didn't forget. We just put it to the middle of the show where everyone would be most excited.
Of course. On this day, it's not really a good one. On this day, 2001, the Leaning Tower of Pisa was reopened because they had to correct the lean. Yeah, it was leaning too much. It was going to go kaboom. It was going to fall over. Didn't have good balance. Couldn't move out wide properly with the crossover footwork. Was just going to lean and fall. Balance is so important, Jeffrey.
Well said, Alois. I like it. I love how you incorporated that. And in 1 year's time, Alois, you can say on this day in history, Dieter won the yearly PingSkills Premium membership.
Indeed.
All righty. Now we've got a couple of questions, Alois. So first up, while I'm reading the question, just get your thinking cap on. Eugene says, how can I stay relaxed when I'm on the move? When doing footwork, my strokes become very tense. That's why I'm very inconsistent when doing footwork drills. It's very hard for me to relax when moving. Do you have any tips?
I've got my thinking cap on.
Excellent, Eugene. You're in for a good answer now.
So balance and footwork are so important. You really need to just make sure that you, when you're moving, that you're staying balanced and relaxed, and staying up vertical is really key. So as soon as you start to lean one way or the other, then things get really difficult with your balance. So practicing that movement is critical. You've got to just practice and practice and practice doing the moving here, moving there, so that it becomes really natural. And then once you become natural and staying balanced, then it is a little bit easier to relax when you're making your movement. When you first start doing your footwork movement, the first thing that happens is that your bat goes out here, and because you're panicked and you're worried about getting to the ball in time, so you reach out here like that, and as soon as you reach out, you can see that you lose your balance. So it's about just staying nice and balanced when you're playing, and that only comes with lots and lots of footwork drills.
Okay. Now, when you say stay vertical, it makes me kind of think of, staying like a pencil and being really straight, but that's not what we're talking about, is it? You mean your head's got to be nice and vertical, but to help that, you need a nice wide base.
Yeah, absolutely. So yes, your legs are wide, but your core and your head is over your core here. So as soon as you do this, then then you're going to tipple over. Yeah, you're right. That base does need to be really wide. And so then, once you're wide, once you're in position, then you're relaxed, and then those strokes can start to flow as well. So, again, when we talk about if you move here first and then try to play your stroke becomes all over the shop. So, yeah, balance is the key.
All right. So, again, Eugene, is there any ways he can practice this? Is it good just to practice, like you said, footwork without even a ball? Just kind of pretend you're playing a forehand from one spot, then move over and pretend you're playing another forehand and just kind of repeat that. Is that effective?
Yeah, so some shadow play footwork is really effective. So without a ball, just get out there and do forehand jump across, forehand jump across, forehand, or backhand jump across forehand. So just making sure that you're feeling that balance and also feeling relaxed. So as you get there, there's that little stop, that pause, and then play your stroke. Move, stop, pause, and play your stroke. So doing it that slowly, again, gives you time to just feel the relaxation in your strokes as well. So yeah, that's a great way to do it with shadow play. And then the next step up would be even just to either get your partner to bounce the ball to you. So bouncing the ball, you play a shot, he catches it, you bounce it to the next spot, you move across. So you've got plenty of time to do the movement, to feel the balance, to feel relaxed, play your stroke nice and relaxed. And then you can start to get them to block to you nice and slowly again, and then build it up with speed. And you can do the same thing with multi-ball. So feed the multi-ball out really slowly to give plenty of time to make the movement and the stroke as well.
Excellent. All right. Well, good luck with that, Eugene. We do have a video on breaking bad footwork habits, which does demonstrate some of those techniques, Alice, of throwing the ball. So I'll put a link in the show notes to that as well. So good luck, Eugene, on improving your footwork. Okay, next up, Yap asks, does playing with better players help me to improve my skills, and why? He says they did not teach me anything.
Yap. It's not about what they say, it's about what they do. And it's about, so when you play with a better player, they're giving you a better quality ball to deal with. So table tennis being an interactive sport where you rely on the ball that's coming to you, playing with a better player sometimes can be beneficial, because otherwise you don't get the opportunity to face that quality of ball, that fast topspin, or the accuracy and the speed with a backhand block or whatever it is. And also they can be a bit more consistent when they're feeding to you. So yeah, utilize that opportunity. It's not, they don't have to tell you things. It's about just them providing a better quality ball for you to deal with. So yeah, it's great. But I also want to say that you don't always have to practice with players that are better than you. That's a really important point. People often get really hung up on, oh, I can't improve because I'm playing with players that aren't as good as me and whatever. Like whoever you practice with, whether they're the same as you, better than you, or even a lot weaker than you, find ways to utilize their skill to aid your practice. So whoever you practice with, you can practice effectively and put in a good training session.
Yeah, that's a good point, Alois. Now, just one other point on how playing with better players can help you. I find, Alois, that when you're playing someone better, you can pick up things about their technique. They're better than you for a reason. So, just by watching them play their forehands and backhands, hopefully you'll pick up something and start to improve your own technique. So I think that's another way you can learn from better players.
Yeah, that's a really good point, Jeff. And watching and experiencing those better players and being in the same room as them definitely gives you good images that sink into your head as well.
Excellent. All right, Alois. Well, it has been a big show and a lucky show for Eugene and Dieter. So congratulations to all our show winners. Do we want to read them out one more time?
Yep. So Dieter, Nigel, Marcin, Thad, and today Eugene. And the yearly winner was Dieter with the yearly premium membership.
Yes. So, yes, big congratulations to all our winners. Thank you, everybody who participated. And thanks for watching the show today. And thank you, Alois.
Yep. Thanks, Jeffrey. And we will see you tomorrow. And yeah, have a think about, do you think that Fan Zhendong can close that gap?
All right. See you, everyone. Bye.